Hey again, everyone. It's Tyler Cavalli and Jacob Roth of KRVN Sizzling across Nebraska as we're in Milligan today, as we're stopping at Charlie's Pub, part of the Red Meat Road Trip. Before we go inside, let's thank our great sponsors and the Nebraska Cattlemen, Dawson County Cattle, and of course the Nebraska Beef Council, Cross Diamond Cattle, and Cross Diamond Meats in Bertrand for powering our Red Meat Road Trip. All right, we're in a spot here that has been, from what we understand, in just some brief conversation, different things. We'll learn a little bit more about that here in a moment, but a really cool building to start with.
No, you come up to it and you're like, you don't really know what it is because it's got this nice, beautiful kind of overlay, a kind of an overpass that you can sit under. Excited to kind of go in and learn more, but seems like a pretty big building, and we'll see kind of maybe it's a deceptive deal.
Yeah, so let's learn more about Charlie's Pub here in Milligan, Nebraska, as it's our latest stop on the Red Meat Road Trip of KRVN Sizzling.
Ew.
All right, we're talking to Todd Pribble now, who's one of the owners of Charlie's Pub here in Milligan. Let's talk about this really great venue that you have here. There's a lot of history that goes behind it. Talk about all the different things that this has been and now morphing into what is now Charlie's Pub.
Yeah, this building has a lot of history. It was a car dealership at one point in time, a brewery at one point in time, and then at the end it was a hardware store towards the front side of it, and this part was just basically storage. But then a local meat butcher named Charlie Oldrich decided he wanted to make it into a steakhouse restaurant. Anyway, he started in on it in the mid-'90s. In '99, he opened it up, and he ran it until right at 2017, and we bought it out, my partners and I. So,
And it's now named Charlie's Pub. Is that in honor of him? Talk about that.
yeah, like I said, it was named after some Terry Redlin prints, and we'll probably get into that later, but we just took it as respect. He's kind of a local celebrity here, and we wanted to name it after him, so we talked to his family, and we named it Charlie's Pub. So.
And if somebody drives up here, right, it says Evening with Friends, Charlie's Pub. Talk about the Evening with Friends aspect.
Yeah, that was a famous Terry Redlin print, and that's kind of the theme with this log cabin in the back. That was in the print, and he built that, and he named it after that. And he also had to get permission from Terry Redlin from South Dakota to name this that, and that's kind of how it went.
Really big facility here at Charlie's Pub. You have a lot of seating. You have the bar as well. You also have some extra space. Talk about the purpose of being so big.
Well, yeah, it is a big building, and he filled her up. So there's a lot of chairs, and I think I mentioned earlier, this town has 280 people, and this place will hold 300. So we can get every person in town in here. So like I said, come on down, we'll seat you. But
Cool to have kind of the space to be able to do those things. And we've talked about the bar area. Obviously, we're standing in the main dining area for those that are watching with the cabin behind us. But there's another room back there that kind of is set to host more of a formal party type of events. Talk a little bit about that space, as there's quite a bit of room back there.
yeah, back there, I guess we call it our banquet room. So it seats roughly around 100 people. We have overhead projector, surround sound. We use it for a lot of meetings, some small weddings, birthdays, you name it, we use it for that. And we do use it for overflow, like on Mother's Day events, New Year's Eve, things like that for overflow. But yeah, it's really a pretty nice addition back there.
Obviously, as we're here on the Nebraska Beef Passport, we're going around trying to highlight beef on the menu. Being where we are in rural Nebraska, it's got to be a lot of different ways that you guys are using beef on the menu. Talk about some of those.
Well, like everyone just seems like they really like beef, and we support it. Two of my partners raise beef, and people seems like they can't get enough of it. So we do feature beef. Probably about 70% of our menu is beef, and it goes over well.
What are some of those items that folks can get if they are to make their way out here? What different kind of ways do you serve up the beef?
Well, we run a flat iron, we run a sirloin, we run ribeyes. On the weekends, we run prime rib, fillets. Of course, there's the old hamburger steak. Everybody likes one of those originals once in a while. But yeah, we're really good on our steaks, and our cook, Rick Remery, hand cuts all our sirloins. And if they're not right, he grinds them into burger. He is really particular about his steaks.
Again, we're talking to Todd Pribble, who is owner here at Charlie's Pub in Milligan, part of the Nebraska Beef Passport Program. You're talking about your cook and the extra care that goes into it. That makes such a big difference, doesn't it?
It does. He's passionate about it, and he cares. Every steak is a reflection of him, and he wants everyone happy that comes in here, and he sees to it that they are.
The flat iron is something that's not offered everywhere, but it's also something that was originated here in Nebraska. Has that gone over well for you guys?
It's gone over super, super nice. Yeah. Of course, university discovered that meat or that steak, excuse me, and yes, it goes over well. And it's not a huge portion. You know what you're getting, and it goes over super good. It's one of my go-tos when I eat here.
You're in the Nebraska Beef Passport Program. Obviously, the reason that we're here. Why did you decide to be a part of it?
Well, I had heard about it, and just hoping we'd get some new faces and some new acquaintances spread out, through the state. And I've talked to my manager, and they have had a lot of different people coming through here, just discovering that we're out here and supporting all my friends and colleagues that are in the beef business.
No, obviously the beef industry, huge part of Nebraska, no matter what part of the state you're in. Talk a little bit about, obviously, as you said, the town, 280 people. Rough capacity here is over 300 at that 300 mark. That means you're bringing in folks from different larger communities in the area. Talk about some of those and kind of the support you've seen from not just this community, but the outside communities as well.
Super good support. We're close enough to Beatrice, 50 miles. A lot of people from there. Of course, Seward, Lincoln, Crete, from the west, the neighboring towns. There aren't a lot of places, like you said, that can seat this many people and this kind of place to sit down. And yes, people support us very well.
In particular, as we go forward here, the Nebraska Beef Passport Program, what's something that you'd recommend for somebody to obviously try when they get in here?
Well, like I said earlier, the flat irons are awesome. The hand-cut sirloins are fantastic. And the prime on Fridays and Saturdays is really a go-to.
Talk a little bit about that. As we were talking earlier, obviously prime rib, but you guys do things kind of a little bit different to make yours stand out a little bit.
There is one they call the Husker style. Yeah, they cut it, and it's always medium rare, and they will flop it on the grill over and back, and it creates a completely different texture, and I would recommend doing that.
All right, we'll have to try that sometime when we come back down here to Milligan.
Down the road, yeah, and you said that that's obviously a weekend thing, your Friday, Saturday. What do your overall hours look like, and are there any other ways that you're highlighting Nebraska beef kind of via specials or just in general?
Well, basically just our normal routine, and we're open on Wednesdays, 5 o'clock until close, whatever that may be, until Saturday night, same thing, 5 until closing time. And sometimes we are open special events, holidays, New Year's Eve, things of that sort. But there are times we're open more days.
And you don't just have the nice, great restaurant here, you have the bar as well. Talk more about that. And it was named different.
Yeah, that part's really nice up there too. You can kind of spread out. Maybe some families sometimes, if they want some privacy, they'll sneak back here, and there's a lot. And it, like I said, it'll seat 100 up there, and it is a lot. It's just a different venue up there and a different atmosphere.
All right, as we wrap things up, why should someone make a stop here at Charlie's Pub?
Well, I'd say if you stop in here, our servers are all so personable. I mean, you're almost like family with some of them when you leave. And they'll take super good care of you, I promise.
All right, and again, remind us the days that you guys are open, and then the hours and where you're located again.
Okay, once again, we're open Wednesday through Saturday in the evenings only. And we're west of Geneva, 12 miles. We're about 30 miles from Crete. So come on in and join us if you guys get in the area.
If people are looking for more information, as we forgot to bring it up earlier, before they make their way out here, is there a place online that they can go to, whether that's social media, a website, or what does that kind of aspect of Charlie's Pub look like?
Well, the best one is just to get on Facebook and hunt us down on Charlie's Pub, and they post every special every night, and that's your best outlet for info right there.
All right, very good. Well, that is Todd Pribble, who is the owner of Charlie's Pub here in Milligan. Make sure to get your passport stamped and stop by here next. All right, we're back for KRVN Sizzling across Nebraska. Wrapping things up here at Charlie's Pub in Milligan, Nebraska. Great conversation with Todd here. And first off, we appreciate Todd coming in because we're invading his beautiful space on a closed day, but we appreciate him showing us behind the scenes. This is an amazing place because when you're inside, you're like, we're not in Milligan, Nebraska.
We're in Denver. We're in Omaha.
Yeah.
We're in some giant metropolitan area with millions of people. But it's not. I mean, it's in, 280 people in the town? Really, really cool spot.
Yeah, huge location, great seating all over the place. The kitchen was massive.
Oh.
They have a huge area where you can do private events. The bar was really great. You know, like 2 little sections as well. Well done here with Charlie's Pub, and they've really embraced Charlie, who, again, as we heard the lineage of him, and then also kind of what he wanted to do, evening with friends, the paintings and everything that goes along with it. So I think that's really neat too.
No, the kind of taking the 2 paintings, and that was his namesake for wanting a steakhouse in town. Time kind of evolved. It's now he's the namesake of it. Really cool to hear kind of that story of I think he called him a Milligan legend, kind of a legend. Everybody really liked him. So really, really cool story there. And then obviously being a spot like this in a community like this, the relationship that the folks here have with the community and the surrounding, obviously the ag around it is really, really cool to see. And obviously, it was very gracious for them to let us in and get a snapshot, even though they were closed today.
And a ton of great beef options on the menu, especially a lot of steaks, different cuts of steaks. Great to hear about the flat iron steak, but it was really kind of interesting to hear about one of their prime rib options too.
No, had all sorts of different things. They do prime rib a little bit different at times, which was also kind of cool to see that they'll kind of sear it up and change the texture of the prime rib. So something different to definitely try and maybe give a go. And no better place to do it here than swinging out to Milligan and stamping your passport here, is where still got tons of time left in it.
Yeah, you really do. Even if you're not able to in time by the end of September, definitely check it out. It's right off the highway if you're going from York or south, really close to a lot of the big cities as well here from around the area. So make sure you stop by and check out Charlie's Pub here in Milligan, as it's our latest.
Okay.
Thanks again to our great sponsors, the Nebraska Cattlemen, the Dawson County Cattlemen, the Nebraska Beef Council, Cross Diamond Cattle, and Cross Diamond Meats in Bertrand. Another great stop here in Milligan at Charlie's Pub. He is Jacob Rotham, Tyler Cavalli for KRVN's Sizzling Across Nebraska.
Yeah.